where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Yesterday we discussed being salty in your world. Today we'll talk about being light. Let me read that passage again. It's from Matthew 5:13 through 15. You are the salt of the earth, but if salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It's no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all that are in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. The world was originally dark. Then God spoke, "Let there be light." Our world is dark spiritually. People are groping around, trying to figure out who they are and their purpose, trying to fill the void in their spirit. But they don't know that can only be satisfied in Jesus. Christians are the only ones who have the true light. We have an answer to the world's darkness. Jesus claimed to be the light of the world, but He also told us that we are the light of the world. How is that? Because His light shines in and through us. So what does light do? It exposes things that are hidden in the darkness. I'll tell you, whenever I walked into my son's room when he was younger, I knew I always better turn on the light, or I might step on a Lego piece, which is never pleasant, to say the least. In the same way, our light, shining in the darkness of our world, exposes sin. We are to expose sin. Have you ever had someone stop in the middle of their conversation and apologize for saying curse words in front of you? That's because they know you're a Christian. They know what they're doing is wrong, but only around you do those words make them feel uncomfortable. We're also to confront sin where we see it. Don't let it happen on our watch. Unfortunately, Jesus warns us in John 3:19 through 20 that people love darkness instead of light because their deeds are evil. Everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that their deeds will be exposed. People didn't like Jesus exposing their deeds with His light, and they will likely not like us either. It might make people uncomfortable, but that's our job as lights for the Lord. Light is also a guide. A flashlight is always helpful on a dark path. As we follow Jesus, our light can help others find the right path. We can lead others to Him. This passage says that we are a light on a hill. We stand out and guide people to Him. Light expels darkness. Just the light of one little candle can be seen in a huge, dark auditorium. And like a moth to a flame, people will be drawn to us. Our job is not only to reflect God's light, but to give it to others. My favorite service of the year at our church is Christmas Eve. In the past, the pastor lights his candle from the Christ candle that is lit that night, representing Jesus coming into the world. Then he lights the candles of the staff, and they light candles of people on the end of each row. In just a few minutes, every person in the sanctuary, including small children who are given electric candles, have their candles lit. It's such a beautiful representation of what we are to do as Christians. So let your light shine. Why? So people will see and glorify God and pass on that light to others. What are some ways you can do this? I'd love to hear from you. You can write to me at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. This is Carla Early. Thanks for listening. And remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.